Quick summary on how to obtain your Ontario fishing license. It's possible to obtain an Ontario fishing license in a number of methods. The Ministry of Natural Resources gives you the option of ordering your outdoor card and fishing license online, if you want to complete transactions online. Find out more about non-resident Ontario fishing licenses here if you live in the USA and have never fished in Ontario. The bare minimum requirements are a fishing license and an outdoors card, which is valid for 3 years. When you go fishing, you must have both your outdoors card and fishing license tag on you. Either an annual license or an 8-day license can be bought. Catch and possession limit for Canadian residents. Additionally, you have the choice of getting a conventional limit license or a conservation license. The permitted catch and possession restriction as well as the price are what set the two apart. Be aware of which of Ontario's numerous fisheries control zones you'll be fishing in. You can find out from your accommodation or outfitter. Make sure to inquire because not all lodges sell fishing licenses. If they don't sell them, the region's many bait and tackle stores do. Enjoy yourself while adhering to the catch and possession restrictions. The details for Canadian residents. It has never been simpler to purchase or renew a fishing license and outdoors card in the province of Ontario. The other day, while I was looking through my wallet, I came to the realization that my outdoors card, much like probably most of yours, will expire on December 31st. Everyone in Ontario requires this card in order to fish or hunt legally in the province. Sport fishing license apply is required where an Ontario Ministry valid fishing license is asked. You won't need to purchase a new outdoors card every year thanks to the fact that its validity period is 3 years. When I buy my annual hunting license, I also get a 3-year fishing license at the same time. This way, I don't have to worry about remembering to get a new one every year. Should be yours too. You may now purchase your outdoors card and fishing license online, which will make things much simpler for you because you can take care of all of the business before you head out to Sunset Country for your fishing trip. An Ontario outdoors card is required before you can get a fishing license in the province of Ontario. You can even do this on the internet. Existing customers must have their outdoors card number to purchase via the internet. Get ready to hit the printer. License issuers may be found in the majority of Service Ontario centres. As a result of the fact that it is so simple to do online and the fact that customers like to be prepared in advance, many outfitters no longer sell them at their lodges. Natural resources information are available to Ontario residents. If you are unable to purchase a fishing license online, please check with your outfitter to see if they offer such a service. In the event that they do not, you will be required to make a stop at a nearby bait or tackle shop that carries the items in question, Canadian Tire, or a Service Ontario office. Your first and last names, date of birth, mailing address, and residential address, as well as your height and eye color, are required pieces of information for your outdoors card application. You have 2 options when it comes to purchasing an Ontario fishing license. Either buy one at the same time as your first outdoors card or buy one at a participating Service Ontario Centre license issuer, after you have purchased your outdoors card online. The cost of a license differs for people who live in Ontario, those who live in other parts of Canada, and those who live outside of Canada. Residents of Ontario and the rest of Canada are eligible to acquire a sport fishing license that is valid for either 1 year or 3 years, a conservation fishing license that is valid for either 1 year or 3 years, or a sport fishing license that is valid for 1 day. Fishing rules and hunting licenses information along with possession limits in a traditional or treaty area should be near your license summary. Non-Canadian residents have the option of purchasing a sport fishing license valid for 3 years, 1 year, or 8 days, a conservation fishing license. Asterisk: an Ontario Outdoors card is not necessary to obtain a fishing license valid for a single day. On their website, the Ministry of Natural Resources of Ontario, MNR, provides a list of questions that are commonly asked as well as information on fishing limits, size limitations, and catch and release, which can provide you with additional details. The majority of the time, if you have a conservation license, you will only be able to catch and keep half as many fish as you would with a sport fishing license. You can get more information about the lake you'll be fishing in by downloading or seeing the Ontario Fishing Regulations Summary that is available online on the website of the Government of Ontario. Toll-free number works for a Canadian resident seeking information on treaty fishing rights. You may also find a separate summary of the hunting regulations for the province of Ontario online, which you can download if you want to go hunting in that province. In addition to this, you will need a hunting version of an outdoors card as well as any and all licenses, tags, and/or seals that are necessary for the game you intend to hunt. Please visit this link for further information on hunting in the province of Ontario. Order the free Ontario Sunset Country Travel Guide fishing map if you haven't made up your mind on where in Ontario you want to go fishing yet, or if you want more information about Northwest Ontario. This will help you make a better informed decision. Have fun fishing in Ontario and make sure to keep your lines tight. Extra tips for fishing newbies. The Learn to Fish program is designed to teach children, adolescents, and adults how to fish. This entertaining and interesting program lasts for 2 hours and is comprised of a 1-hour practical instruction session, followed by 1 hour of supervised hands-on fishing. You will learn how to do the following through the program: prepare a fishing rod, then bait it, and cast it. Learn more about fishing in Ontario, including how to identify and capture local fish species, obtain a fishing license, and adhere to fishing restrictions. Fish in a responsible and environmentally conscious manner. They give everything you might possibly require, including the following: fishing rod, reel, and bait, a fishing license, and a life jacket. Also, sunglasses are all required in order to participate in the Learn to Fish program. The skilled teachers place a strong emphasis on fish, as well as enjoyment and safety. Where you may get instruction on how to fish from July to late August. Our Learn to Fish program is available at each of our host venues between 4 and 6 times each week in the following locations: Parque del Parque Provincial Earl Rowe, Emily Provincial Park, Grundy Lake Provincial Park, and Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.